Over a year ago, I was watching Second Yellow Card take AFC Wimbledon to the Premier League and big league football glory. For the first time in my AFC Wimbledon return to glory, it feels like the dream could become a reality. What's up guys, and welcome to the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory here on JNO FM. My name is JNO and welcome to the channel, and today we are getting into some big fixtures in the Championship. We have a tie against West Brom and a home tie at Plough Lane, 20,000 capacity, against Wolves, who currently sit in 6th place. But before we get into the rest of this episode, if you want to help support the channel, check out the links in the description, one of which is an Amazon associate link. If you use that link and buy anything that you need, and you're going to buy anyway, you will be helping out the channel. So, if we first of all have a look at the table as we get into this episode, you can see that we are sitting in 4th place, which is what that intro was about. 4th place, 13 games played, 26 points, 8 wins, 2 draws and 3 losses. We've been doing really well. It's still early in the season, this could all change, we could drop down this table, but it's just lovely seeing us in 4th place. We were at one point even in 2nd place. Huddersfield have dropped off the pace a little bit and Nottingham Forest have caught them up. We are playing Wolves today and West Brom, who are 15th. So some big fixtures here. If we beat Wolves, we lengthen the gap between us and some of the other teams vying for the playoff places. Since you were last with us, we've gone on a pretty decent run. We did lose to Peterborough, unfortunately. 1-0 defeat away, but after that 4 games and we are undefeated. We beat Swansea 1-0, Ipswich we drew 1-1 against, 5-3 goal fest thriller against Brighton Hove Albion, and then we managed to beat Cardiff 3-1. So a few more victories, even a draw can be chucked in there, and we are still vying for a playoff place and the chance to play in the Premier League. So our first game is against West Brom, who usually play a 4-4-1-1. They've got some decent players like Forshaw, Phillips, Gunter, Taylor. So they're not an easy team to defeat. We've played them 2 times and we have won 1 and we have lost 1. So hopefully we can add to our victories and take some points off of them. Make them struggle a bit, because we just need all the points we can get. We have gone back to the 4-4-2, which has done so well for us, with a shadow striker and a ball-winning midfielder in the defensive midfield strata. We were playing strikerless. It lost to Peterborough. When it lost to Peterborough, and when I saw it not being fully effective for a consistent period, we went back to our bread and butter that did so well for us before we even tried the strikerless formation. But don't worry, the strikerless formation may still be on the channel on another series. The lineup we're going to go with is rather glaring goal, with Zanon and Wood as the wing backs, Beeling and Spence in the central defensive positions, Grimshaw and Grimes as the 2-man midfield in the centre, Petrasso and Kennedy taking their wide midfielder roles, Moncur sitting just behind Simon Palombi, who has finally finished a goal drought of quite a few games, so hopefully he can start banging them in like he did last season. Okay, so we're going to tell the team to pick up where they left off, because their form has been good so far, and we're going to calmly tell them we've got some faith in them to go and get some more points to keep us in those playoff places. And as the game kicks off, just a quick conversation with you guys as the guys walk out, get ready to start this game. If you are a subscriber to my other channel, JNO United, you may have seen a video over the weekend where I said I may be getting a new job, which would give me less time to make videos. That is also why you see a lot more hype around the various ways I can make money being a YouTuber at the beginning of videos, because dream's a dream and I'd love to make it true. Ideally I would like to make a living doing YouTube. I've never denied that was the case. So that is why I'm just seeing if I can increase the amount of income I get from this by plugging those things. If it does happen, I maybe would even turn down that job. But what I'm saying is about this channel, JNO FM, as Garcia sprints forward, and I'm a bit worried now. And why did my defender just let Raul get that ball? But anyway, this channel will carry on going, guaranteed, because gaming videos do not take me as long as the FPL videos do. I can sit down, play the game for 20 to 30 minutes, edit for 20 to 30 minutes, and then just the uploading and rendering I can do, and then go and do other stuff. I don't have to be there for that. So it literally takes me an hour to get a Football Manager episode done, now that my workflow is very good. Stuff like The Walking Dead, the gameplay takes a bit longer, but the editing is really short. So again, that kind of stuff I can do. It just may not be as frequent as Palombi shoots and scores. Palombi getting a second goal, 4th goal of the season, but second goal recently. We've gone 1-0 up, which is great. Another 3 points should keep us very secure in those playoff places. But like I was saying, the videos may just be a little less frequent on this channel. At the moment, some weeks I'm getting 8 or 9 videos up. Aiming for 7, 5 to 7, it may go down to 4, maybe 3 Football Manager videos and 1 video of something else. The football videos, I've only got 1 more football video to edit and put up. Then I've run out of football footage. So it's all about when I can get the camera equipment or rent it to do another video like that, and rent the pitch, because you can't just film on a football pitch. You have to get the right sort of football pitch. I didn't know this before I started trying to film, but I was booking a pitch and they said, "Are you filming? Are you a YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yes." And went, "Okay, that restricts the pitches you're allowed to use." So just a hint for anyone thinking of making any football videos. Alright, we are going to calmly say I'm happy with your performance so far, which has done absolutely nothing. But then we're going to passionately say we have faith and hopefully get some greens. But yeah, don't worry about this channel, because it's a lot less time intensive, this channel, which is why there's so many more videos than the FPL channel, because it takes less effort. I have to then up how entertaining I am, of course, and do everything I can to make the videos as good as possible. But I feel like I can carry on running this channel even with a job that takes up more of my time. Anyway, enough about that. I've talked 50 minutes of Football Manager time about my YouTube channels. Let's focus on the game as AFC Wimbledon score again. Zanon with a great ball into the box. Moncur, who I didn't really utilise last season, has now fought his way back into the side and is playing really well. Moncur is back in my good books, back in my good graces, and is performing like an absolute G. Great volley there from the cross from Zanon. 2-0 up against West Brom away. I'm actually going to risk looking at the table. Usually this messes me up, but we've jumped up to second if it stays the way things are going. So we're going to have a look at the substitution possibilities. We're just going to take the people off with cards. We're going to put on Tanganga, and we're going to change Grimshaw for Leach, just to make sure we don't get a player sent off, because that could have an adverse effect on the game. Stats wise, we're doing pretty well. 13 shots to the 5, 6 on target to the 1, 1 clear cut chance, 2 half chances. They haven't had a really good chance, which is always nice to see. They don't have the possession, so we are dominating this game as Kennedy picks the ball up inside to Leach, passes it to Grimes, Grimes to Palombi, Palombi through to Petrasso, and Petrasso has taken a shot and scored at the far post. Petrasso is back, ladies and gentlemen. 5th goal of the season for Petrasso. Great result. This is a great way to play a couple of games of Football Manager before going to bed. Absolutely lovely performance there. Look, just outside of the right foot, chips it into the far post. I'm surprised I kept some of these players. I know I didn't buy many players because I didn't have any money, but I'm happy I kept some of the really good performers. And there are some players that are stepping up as well that maybe didn't perform last season. Grimes has been Mr. Consistent in the middle. Palombi's, the strikers have been the main letdown, as Petrasso is through again. Can he score again? What a rocket. Petrasso, I'm a bit worried you're trying to get a move away with performances like these. There's no need for a finish like that. That's just rubbing it in. Great run by Petrasso. Moncur picks him out beautifully. 1 touch, 2 touch, bang. Top bins at the near post. I feel sorry for West Brom. I quite like West Brom. Those of you that have been around my channels for a while will know West Brom were the first Football Manager team that I did a Football Manager YouTube save with, in that network save I did with Kurt and Dave Azzopardi and Gingy X, but I haven't seen Gingy X on YouTube in a long time. Makes me feel a bit old that I can talk about people that don't do YouTube anymore. Petrasso now has the ball to Moncur. Oh, if Moncur had scored, it would be literally the Moncur and Petrasso show. Great performance here, 4-0 against West Brom. I know they're 15th, but I think this is really cementing our growth in the Championship, this kind of performance, as Jordan Much gets sent off. And while we are coasting so much, I just want to point everyone in the direction of a Twitter handle who I've been conversing with recently, who is doing his own AFC Wimbledon save because he saw my save on YouTube with AFC Wimbledon. So I feel like he deserves a shout out for that, as we've scored again while I'm looking at my phone. George Moncur has scored, 5th goal of his season. Ian Wood with the assist. Let's have a look at this. Out wide by Leach. Wood, who I'm surprised I've kept as well. Inside. Did that just hit Moncur and go in? Because it brought up Palombi's name. Either way, goal's a goal, innit? Anyway, the handle is, and it will come up on the screen now as well, FM Touch Player. Going under the name of Sean Ambler, and he has started his own AFC Wimbledon save, and he's trialling like a Conte style system with AFC Wimbledon, and Lyle Taylor is scoring goals for fun in that. So go check out his Twitter handle, go follow him if you want a bit more AFC Wimbledon action in your life. As we go to make this team talk, we're going to passionately say I'm very happy with that result. Is that all I'm going to get from the boys? I'm telling you, you did a really good job. And the only person that seems happy with that is the 2 sub players, but oh well. We are now officially, sorry, can I just zoom in here, Mr. Editor JNO, AFC Wimbledon top of the Championship. Could we add a Championship trophy to our trophy cabinet? Anyway, let's go and play Wolves, who are currently sitting in 6th on the same amount of games. Can we get another big win? A 2-win, 6-point episode. Daraj. That's what makes me happy. Okay, so we go into this second game on some good form. We have now won 3 games in a row, scoring in total 13 goals in 3 games, which is a ridiculous amount. We are now above London rivals Fulham as well. We are playing Wolves, who play a 4-3-3 sort of formation. They have Tom Ince, Ravel Morrison by the looks of it as well. So they have some decent players on some decent form themselves, on 24 points out of 14 games. But at home at Plough Lane, the new 20,000 capacity stadium, we're trying to make it a fortress, so let's go out there and dominate this game. As far as the lineup goes, we are going to play the exact same lineup. We're not going to change a single damn thing unless I'm forced to. That 88 on Grimes, but he's just too good. Maybe I'll sub him early if I have to. So same lineup, hopefully the same result. Okay, you've raised my expectations, team. You've made me feel like we are now not only promotion playoff contenders, not even just straight promotion contenders, but I'm now starting to get confident enough. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it, because you know what happens when I start getting really confident. I start getting really confident, and that is when things go wrong. In fact, Wolves have had 2 shots, 1 on target, and we have not had anything in the first 20 minutes by the looks of it. But we're just biding our time, I'd like to think. Just biding our time. There we go, 2 shots, both off target, 1 long shot, but the first highlight looks like it could be ours as Zanon builds it from the left into Grimes. Petrasso inside to Moncur. Moncur now moving forward. Tries to play it to Kennedy. Kennedy manages to get a block in. It falls to Palombi. Palombi is back, ladies and gentlemen. I was saying how I was disappointed in my strikers. Palombi must have heard me and thought, oh dear, maybe I'm going to be on the way out. And he tried this strikerless system. Maybe I should start scoring. As the Italian volleys it, nutmegs a player and gets it into the net, all in one beautiful move. Win against Wolves is the type of big game where we need to be winning if we really want to be fighting for the title. But it does look like Wolves are now going to build something as Dicko comes forward. He's going to play it through to Ince. Ince shoots. Raviglia doesn't get anywhere near it. It's 1-1. Good goal by them there. Should I go to counter? Should I change the mentality? We'll watch the goal first, and then I'm going to have a look at the stats, see if I can figure out what I should be doing to get a better grip on this game. But that was a quality finish by Ince. Maybe he's someone we can look at bringing in over the summer. Clear cut and half chances wise, apparently neither of us have had either of them. So it's pretty even tight game as Dicko comes forward. Not happy that their highlight is next. Shot from distance though, which is fine. We don't mind them too much. Every now and again you get a player that just scores from ridiculous range with a super shot, but usually shots from that sort of distance will be saved by our keeper. So we're going to tell them we expected to win, fans. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. And that has fired them all up. So that is a good little team talk. Hopefully they take that on board. I'm also going to passionately encourage them. Give them a bit of a boost, hopefully. Hopefully get them to grab a second goal. As we're going to now make a substitution and we're going to look at the team. No one is playing horribly. But we have a couple of 6.7s when Kerr's not playing his best. We do have Mr. Gosling on the bench. Kennedy also not playing amazingly, and we have Mr. Walters on the bench. So it's nice when I've actually got some decent looking substitutes to bring on. Usually in the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory, when I look at my subs, it's youngsters or people that I just generally don't even contend for that first team place. But two good players to bring on for Kennedy and Moncur that might be able to make a difference, as we are actually going to now tell them assertively to get creative, and then we're going to try and up the tempo and run at the defence and try and make something happen in these last 20 minutes. Although I do not like the fact that this could be another Wolves highlights. Get the ball. Oh, Zanon. What have you done, Zanon? Oh, that wasn't good at all, was it? Was that meant to be a back pass, or did you just get confused and not know what you should do? Here, what? Is that a back pass? Because that is weak. Look, I get trying to encourage passing football, but surely in a position like that, as a professional, even in the biggest leagues, even if you're playing for Barcelona or Real Madrid, surely you should just be putting your laces through that and getting it as far away from the goal as possible. Oh wow, Dicko scored an absolute super goal. Alright, we're just going to try and contain the damage now. We don't want to affect our goal difference too much, because we don't know. It might come down to goal difference at some point in the season or near the end of the season. So great little karate kick, scissor kick is what we'll call it, by Dicko there. Wolves are going to win this game, unfortunately. Damn it. Not the super episode I was hoping for. We forgot to take Grimes off. Poor Mr. Grimes. 55%. He's knackered. So's Beadling, actually. We're going to bring on Leach for him. I apologise for forgetting to substitute you off, Grimes. We may have to rest you for the next game, as Ince is going to put a ball into box, and wow, Dicko scored again. This isn't going to be good for team morale at all. How have we gone from being a very tight game to losing 4-1? Well, I know what it is. We started running the defence and going a higher tempo. That's clearly had the absolute opposite effect that I wanted it to. But I can't be upset, because really, when we started this season, I still said to the boys, let's avoid relegation. I know we finished strong at the end of last season, but I'm happy with a mid-table finish again. Although, come on Dicko, leave us alone. But, you know, as soon as you start getting up to the highest heights of that table, you start to dream, don't you? And I'm in dreamland at the moment. I'm picturing Premier League football next season. We're going to assertively tell them that wasn't good enough, though. We now expect more from you. And we have dropped to second place, 1 point behind Aston Villa. So, next time we come in, I imagine it's going to be another big game where we face someone involved in this top 6 battle. That would include the likes of Hull and Peterborough. So stay tuned for that episode coming up. Now that is the end of the episode, so if you have enjoyed and you're happy to see AFC Wimbledon flirting with the possibility of going to the Premiership, make sure to hit that like button. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And if you see me in Kingston, because someone did, make sure to say hello. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.